learn how to submit songs. To be
No, I
honest.
think you should. I think you have projects that can always pass into any of these songs.
Yeah, very kind.
Yeah, I think you should. That song won an Edis last year, somewhere in America. You traveled all the way to Texas, I guess. No,
Atlanta.
Yeah, to do the Edis with them. Okay, Yellow, Vanilla, Intermission, Ilu, Tribomax, Green, White, Dope, MSML. Okay, those are from the website. And that's an exclusive, right? You should check it out. Anyways, we have 𝗵𝗃𝗁 Music in the studios with us. So I had to break his heart by going to his website to read something he would not see on radio. But I'm sure you would have a release to come by for that very soon. I've been checking out your projects. Your Instagram has been busy. You've been doing Instagram live like an influencer.
They say you have to.
Yes, sir. It is mainland 98.3 FM. We are the sound of Lagos. It is the Boss, J-Dan, and BB, the biggest B. BB, thank you again for buying me lunch or bringing lunch.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm a philanthropist. I help people like you.
Wait. I was going to use a swear word on radio, but
Don't worry.
in your mouth, say wait. We have 𝗵𝗃𝗁 Music. It's the second time it's coming to the studio. So I saw him at the studio rival radio station last week. I'm like, Tara, if I catch, it wasn't Tara. It was, I think, 𝗪𝗃 or Bimbo. I'm like, yeah, wow, 𝗵𝗃𝗁 should be here because you have new music. And I'm always on his Instagram, trying to see what's happening. He's been doing a lot of video, Instagram live.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen some. And he says, okay, we have new music for you titled $1 Trillion Dream. 𝗵𝗃𝗁, nice to be back on his radio station.
Always nice to be here.
Wow. It's been how long now? Maybe 6-7 months?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but
way too long.
Way too long. But you're back and we say welcome. So in the last few months, what have you been up to?
Plenty music.
Okay,
Yeah.
fill us in.
Yeah. Was Headies before we?
No, Edis was almost immediately after Edis was.
Okay, that's when we
got
showed
here.
up. Yeah. So we spent quite a bit of time sort of over ODing on Headies, just overly enjoying it and doing a gratitude tour around the world and showing off our little gong and so yeah, we've been busy doing that and then creating new works. So you'll find that over the next weeks and months there's going to be sort of a number of releases that reflect where we have been.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been recording. Would you mention how many songs you recorded? The last time we had a conversation and off the radio, I think you were thrilling with BB on how you record songs in 10 minutes, how you write songs.
Yeah, we wrote a song in 10 minutes and how we wrote like a whole body of work, a project in like 45 minutes.
When the emotion grabs you, you'll be amazed what you can do. You can write literally, I do movie scripts. You can do it very, very quickly.
Oh.
Yeah. When you're settled at the heart of the emotion, it's a big rush. It just comes, you feel it, and it goes. Of course, you then have to clarify it once you get into the studio, sort of, straighten it out. Sometimes the language needs to be smoother and so on. But, typically you've done the main body of the work and everything else is.
So do you write all your songs?
No, I do something like 50% of my songs and the other songs I co-write.
Okay.
Yeah, I conceptualize all of my works.
Yeah.
I tend to start from a very specific direction. Sometimes I don't have the tools to express what I want to say. I have what I want to say. There's someone else who can do it, and I'll work with them to create it.
Okay, I saw something, and I think you shared it also.
Okay.
Not so long ago, one of your songs was used as the soundtrack to a movie, right? Over the Bridge. Did you get some form of notification first before it was used, or you saw that by surprise?
Always, I always get notification. My movies, my songs have actually appeared in quite a number of movies. So there's a movie out at the moment called oh Lord help me, 𝗵𝗃𝗁.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Moabudu film. It's showing at the Ebony Life place.
Still the cinemas. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful film, gorgeous short film. Gone to is on that. Yeah, Over the Bridge I think has Time and Broken and one or two other songs. Over the Bridge I've seen the movie. It's not out yet. Again, it's an absolutely gorgeous flick. Yeah. So we've appeared in a few movies.
So let me ask you this then. I've been willing to ask a lot of people. I see some people come into the studio and when their songs are playing, they don't show any reaction. How do you feel?
Yeah,
when
that's
you
true.
hear your music somewhere, maybe you're driving, your music is playing on the radio, or you go into the club, you don't seem like the club type.
You just walk into a restaurant or something and they're just playing songs.
And no one knows that shit. How do you feel sometimes?
I never hear it until someone says, that's your song. I have actually asked, I know that song. Yeah, that's your song.
Oh, really?
How come?
I don't know. I think it's a defensive mechanism. The typical artist is not self-loathing. It has is they're typically at their own biggest critics.
Oh yeah.
And so that you build a wall almost between you and your works.
Okay.
So when it's being exhibited, you're almost too embarrassed to admit that you know it. So your brain gets into a routine where it hears it and it just shuts down. It says it can't be me. That's a beautiful song, you say, and I like it. I like the, and sometimes the song is halfway and I'm like, did he say gonto? But yeah.
So sometimes you listen, I'm like, why did I do that? Why shouldn't I have
Exactly.
done
Do you
it
feel
this
that
way?
way?
Oh, all the time. For all of my songs, for all my creative works, not just with music, I have, oh God, I wish, that the vocals should have been, the temperature should have been different. That line in that song was unnecessary, or the line should have come in, a word should have been changed. You're a permanent critic of your own works.
But sometimes you also like praise yourself, like, oh, I'm good. That's
Yeah,
really
man.
good. Look at me. I just
That's-
want the edges. Oh, my song is
I've been
in the
told
movie.
for years
da.
that the way to succeed in this business is to say, I'm the fucking best.
Yeah.
I haven't found
DJ
it.
Khaled says that all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, it does. And it works.
It does work. I
Exactly.
just haven't found the therapist to give me the tools, the pills to make it work.
I think I'll be your therapist. That's
Uh,
after the show.
I will play the new song for you now, but let's talk about it. $1 Trillion Dream is a new song. When did you write it? When did you record it? And when was it originally released into market?
$1 Trillion Dream was written a year ago.
Oh.
It was recorded in September, October, and it was released 2 weeks ago, something like that.
September last year.
September last year. Yeah, it was written, funny enough, while I was receiving the
The
Headies, yeah, because I decided just before then that 𝗵𝗃 has always been accused of, sort of singing some melodies that are songs that are pretty heavy. He wants to talk about the dad, the nature of man, the nature of society, of relationships, very conscious music. And so I'll get asked questions like, don't you have sex? Don't you do things that are, don't you have lower body experiences?
Okay.
So I thought,
Lower body experiences.
yeah, we do. It's just, and so I'd always sort of promised that I would get to a point where I would speak to my own experiences. And $1 Trillion Dream really is the first of what gets really quite,
Yeah, you talked
You know,
about it last
it
time.
goes
You had an
further.
explicit album coming out.
yeah, so it goes further and further down. So get ready for it.
All right.
Okay. It is Mela 98.3 FM. It is brand new music. $1 Trillion Dream by 𝗵𝗃 Music right here on this dial.
You're my $1 trillion dream. I lie the lie. You never cry. Swear on my life. And if not lie, I lie. Make water, they came to go. Make water, just they carry me to go. You're my $1 trillion dream. I lie the lie. You never cry. Swear on my life. And if not lie, I lie. Make they carry me go. 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗃 they carry me they go. I'm rising with the sunlight. Yeah, 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 it's my world. Smiling like the smiling now. Ooh, yeah, I'm dancing like the butterfly wings. In the rain, feels good like whoa. I don't see hate, I don't feel it. I can't relate, 'cause I deserve to be happy. Regardless of who I be, I deserve to be happy. Regardless of who I be, I'll be.
How do you do it? The music is how there,
It's
there
just
are
really
no words.
soothing and
There are
just
no
really
words to
perfect.
describe your craft. So I just recently moved into a new apartment with my younger sister, and I love music. So every day it's a new album. I'm discovering. I'm playing 𝗵𝗶𝗁𝗏. I'm playing 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗏, 𝗵𝗏𝗁𝗏 or something. So I was like, J. So I played. When I spoke to you and I decided to listen to the album over and over again, so I was listening to 𝗪𝗏𝗁. I was like, Jay, who is that? So I mentioned, so everyone recognizes or remembers what she looked like, but can't really place the music
Yeah.
Oh, really?
to the face. No, a lot of people, sometimes they have music, they play songs that you like,
Yeah.
and you're wondering. Sometimes you try to Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam makes things easy. Oh, this is 𝗵𝗃𝗁. A few of your songs are that way, so you listen to them randomly. I'm like, okay, I think it is you because I've listened to the body of work. But some people might not be able to. So 𝗵𝗏𝗁𝗏 is totally different from the new music we just played, and I like the trumpet solo on the song by 𝗹𝗀𝗁𝗏. Is that live?
It is like,
Wow, I like what you did with that one. And she's like, wow, the music is good. So she's like, okay, when I'm going to work, tell me what to listen. She comes to meet me in the morning. Jay, I like 𝗵𝗃𝗁's music. Which album should I listen to today? And I think I get that all the time. I'm that kind of guy that likes to introduce people to new music. And I
Like,
think
you did. You introduced, you
a lot of people.
introduced
So
me to the song
I'm
as
like,
well.
and I got 𝗵𝗏𝗁𝗏 𝗂𝗏𝗁𝗏, and
Wow.
I love
Wow.
the music also.
yeah.
Your songs. Sometimes do you feel maybe I should change gears? Let's dance.
Yeah. Maybe I should tilt towards what the audience
The
would
Afro
like.
beats,
Exactly.
like they do now, or do you like being that different guy?
I feel direction. I start from a place. Yeah, there's a story I want to tell,
Okay.
and there's a sound that accompanies it, and that's what I do. And basically, as I write, I'm hoping in my mind that there's someone out there who's going to find the work, meeting their needs. Yeah. So that's typically how I've written. So there's a project, for instance, called 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗏 that I released in February, but I didn't release it under my name. I released it in the producer's name.
No, why?
Because I was worried that the market would freak out. How do you go from...
What's the title again?
𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗏.
𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗏
the stand. Yeah.
Okay.
If you check it under 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗏, you'll see 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗏 and 𝗪𝗏𝗁𝗏. I just...
I look for it.
This is one time where I thought, I just wonder what they would say about this. But typically, I write what I'm feeling. Otherwise, what I've conceptualized from a direction perspective. Yeah. And I try to vision. I write my vision statement. And then I write the songs to meet it, and I sit with it. Like I was saying to you earlier, baby, Intermission is probably one of those projects that came literally out of an experience,
Yeah.
the NSARS experience. So that was an eruption.
Okay.
You know, it's a volcanic eruption.
So you
Just
have to
came out. Yeah.
vent one way or the
That's
other.
right. It just came out. But typically, I have direction, and I sit with it. And sometimes I get it wrong. 𝗪𝗏, for instance, beautiful songs, but because it came during the COVID season, and I couldn't go out to record, a lot of the songs kind of were disjointed. Yeah, I love all of the songs, but they were all kind of But if you look at 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗪, 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝗀𝗪, all of them, they all come from one place, and they're all addressing one common theme.
Okay, let's do a fast forward. Let's talk about the projects that you're working on. You talk about the fact that it's a little bit explicit, stories that concern the lower.
But it's
Take your
celibate.
mind off things like that. How
Yes.
many songs should we expect on that project? I'm sure you have the body of work written already. You're just thinking looking for a perfect release date.
We have release dates.
Do you want to tell us?
Okay.
Okay.
Should I go back to the website?
You will not find it there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, but there are 9 songs.
Okay.
It'll be out in January of next year.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful project.
Okay.
It's 9 songs that speak to 9 different ways in which you approach the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 songs
It's like,
that speak to...
what's that movie again? 50 Shades of Grey.
This is
or-
9 Shades of Grey. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I wanted to ask you about the producers you work with.
Yes.
So sometimes they play you the beat, then you're like, oh, okay, I like this beat. This is something I can work with. Or you write your thing and then you record and then they give you a beat that goes with whatever you recorded.
Typically, my songs start on my piano. So I will play the chords.
Oh.
And then I will work with my producer to develop sounds around it. Yeah. Not only do I play the chords, I have an idea what additional instruments.
How many instruments do you play?
Me personally,
Yes, you personally.
I don't play any instrument greatly, but I play the piano, and I'm learning the guitar. So
Okay.
and then I try to play the vocal chords. Those are
Yeah, vocal
Those
cords
are
are your
my-
voice now.
those are my instruments. Yeah,
Well,
very
if
good,
you have a
right?
great voice,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that stops or becomes the tool you should fight with all the time. So let's talk about the industry. I think the last time we spoke extensively, we talked about how the reception of music that is not necessarily Afrobeats is in the industry. And for people like you, who are the biggest players when it comes to alternative sound, because the music is alternative one way or the other. Do you feel sometimes maybe the market space or the marketplace isn't doing what they should do? Or do you agree that sometimes this popular music and the
Yeah.
alternative will also thrive?
I've always said, and I think I mentioned this when we last met,
Yeah.
that radio hasn't done alternative music justice. Yeah. To the extent that everywhere else you will find certain sounds in those hours of the day where the blood is boiling, and then things calm down, and as things calm down, music reflects it and so on. But much of the radio play in Nigeria is about essentially regurgitating the same thing day and night, almost
Yeah.
as if the listener,
They sleep.
yeah, so to that extent, but things are changing. Yeah, but they're changing for more than just the play patterns. Even the musicianship is changing. So I suspect that in another 2 years we will not be speaking of a dichotomy between Afropop and Afro retro. For one reason, if you listen to all of the major artists that have come out in the last 2 years, yeah, you'll find that increasingly their sounds are somewhat retro, somewhat fusionist, yeah. So from the O'Malley's of the world to the Thames of the world, to Vitoni, yeah. So they're coming towards us. So we haven't quite moved, but they're coming towards us because everyone wants, the listener in the end wants to dance lower down, but also wants to be engaged in the heart and so on. And alternative music is about storytelling, so there's an increasing volume of storytelling going on. I tell people, Burna Boy is not pop music.
No, not at all.
He's an alternative artist. Wizkid's last project is alternative music. Davido is moving towards alternative sounds. Yeah. So we're all kind of meeting somewhere in the center. Yeah. That's my humble
Do
submission.
you have features? Last time I spoke to you, you mentioned that you haven't worked with anyone on your project, on a body of work that you're the lead artist on. On this common project, do you have any features, or is still you doing your stuff?
It features 3 key artists: Eri, Zira, and 𝗪𝗪𝗪.
Okay, these are new people. I have to check them out.
Yes.
Say that again.
Yeah. There's Zira.
Okay.
Yeah, Zira is actually an established R&B artist, Nigerian origin, but he's kind of been, up until maybe recently, more Dubai based and so on, but he's back here now. Then there's 𝗪𝗏, who is UK based, and there is 𝗪𝗏, who is just down the road in Ikorodu.
Okay.
Okay, I would wait for that project to come. But we can play more music, right?
Absolutely. Let's
play the new song over and over again.
Yes,
it is called $1 Trillion Dream. It is new music from 𝗵𝗃 Music, who is our guest on the radio show today, The Bars with BB and J on Mainland 98.3 FM. Enjoy the music. There's still so much more.
Yes.
So, babes, don't you think the radio is so boring these days?
Well, it depends on what you need. I just discovered a new sound.
It's my mother.
Making you fall like that.
I don't wanna go back to where they I got you, moonlight, you're my
Yes, I am totally hooked to 98.3 Mainland FM. That sound slaps and it makes so much sense. I vibe, I learn, and I definitely enjoy the groove.
The sound of Lagos.
Vivid imagination, you're the designer of our generation. Vivid imagination, you're the designer of our generation. You're my $1 trillion dream. I live the lie. You never cry. Swear on my life. And if not lie, I lie. Make water, they kind of go. Make water, just they carry me, they go. You're my $1 trillion dream. I live the lie. You never cry. Swear on my life. And if not lie, I lie. Make water, they can go. Make water, just they carry me, they go. Baby, See brothers who got you, he made on the garden. 𝗪𝗀𝗁𝗂 𝗦𝗂𝘀𝗃 Banana Island 𝗧𝗵𝗲 living la vida loca, 𝗧𝗵𝗃 in Chicago, all to Toronto. Suraju 𝗧𝗵𝗲 don't feel intimidated. 𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗃 báwo lọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe jẹ́? Àlóhùn tí ó tó ń bọ̀ wá ṣẹ́kù, ohun tí ó lè ń bọ̀ wá dẹ̀rọ̀, ohun tí ó tó ń bọ̀ wá ṣẹ́kù, ohun tó lè ń bọ̀ wá dẹ̀rọ̀, ó ń bọ̀ wá dẹ̀rọ̀, ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ soon next. I believe ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ soonest. Just believe ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ soonest. Má ronú o, ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ soonest. Just believe.
So the beauty of any song,
I know you were going to say that.
Not that. I wasn't going to come to you. See you.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I was going to talk about the beauty of the song itself. That's
Okay.
Brother 𝗬𝗪𝗪. That's 𝗬𝗃𝗪. I think the tune everyone would say that's 𝗬𝗃𝗪 music on that song. It has the word Iyanu Ashele Sunes. And
Iyanu Ashele, why are you talking like you're one?
Iyanu
What's
Ashele.
Iyanu? What's that?
Iyanu.
If I
Well, you know, what match was that? BB Man U versus Chelsea. Should we talk about that day?
Oh yeah, Man United was, by the way, and I was supporting Man United. I was really rooting for them.
So see, I wasn't going to go there. That was 𝗬𝗃𝗪 with the song Brother 𝗬𝗪𝗪. Before that time, I played music. $1 trillion. Which no trillion.
I think you just want money. That's the only thing in your head. $1 trillion.
$1 trillion dream. That's the title of that song. New music. You check it out. Audiomack, Spotify,
Apple Music, everywhere.
Making a stream, YouTube. Yeah, all of those numbers count, and it's good.
Please, guys,
Yeah,
every single stream
Everyone
counts.
can just type 𝗬𝗃𝗪.
We're begging.
I think it's a double I, 𝗵𝗃𝗪. Because if you go to Wikipedia, I think there's someone in South America.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's
𝗬𝗃𝗪. There's 𝗬𝗃𝗪. There's also an 𝗬𝗃𝗪.
Yeah.
Can I ask you why the choice of name?
It came from Keaton. My dear.
Are you a twin?
I was born a twin. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But October is a special month for you, right? Should we expect anything special this October?
October, November is even more special.
Okay, so
Yes. The Ember months are very special months for 𝗬𝗃𝗪. The months, so we use October to celebrate twins.
Okay.
Yeah. November we used to celebrate 𝗬𝗃𝗪, and in December we celebrate the world. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
so should we expect events or
Yes,
anything? this year?
we will send you details. I promise. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I would
That's a whole lot of
definitely
event.
have you. Would love to come. BB, we'll go together that day, and
I'm
we'll
going
drink
to be
water.
my
only.
man. I'm going to be my man. I'm not going anywhere.
And now, what are you going to drink?
Nice one.
Yeah, we've had 𝗬𝗃𝗪 on the show. 𝗬𝗃𝗪, I was going to put you to task. I think we'd like to engage our friends sometimes. So we'll do this one. It's a word game. Game. We'll give you a word. You sing any song that comes to mind from your head. Let's start with the word love.
Oh Lord, you want a real song?
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyone. It could be
anyone.
yours. It could be any song.
Love. I need help. My brain doesn't function that well.
So when does it function?
In the morning.
You don't want to know.
Because you said you recorded the song before coming here.
I did.
Love is really simple.
Love is a beautiful
Love
thing.
is a beautiful thing, and it's so incredible and simple.
I wish I could sing. Should we give him another word?
Okay.
Don't try getting me to remember song. I
It's
don't know
𝗬𝗪𝗪.
why I'm so bad. I can't even.
You can't even sing this Raju.
I can sing. I can sing 𝗬𝗪𝗪. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sing 𝗬𝗪𝗪 for us.
See, brother 𝗬𝗪𝗪. Ìmẹ̀tàn dé gbádùn. Wọ́n kọ́lé sí Lẹ́kì. Banana Island 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗪. Living la vida loca.
Love it.
Ọ́njayé káàkiri. In Chicago. Ọlá to Toronto. 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗪 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗪𝗪 kò feel intimidated. Tẹ́ bá rí kẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. A ní báwo lọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe jẹ́. Ohun tí ó tó ń bọ̀ wá ṣẹ́kù. Ohun tó lè ń bọ̀ wá dẹ̀rọ̀. Ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ soonest.
We're trying to be a backup singer. We're trying to be a backup singer.
You know,
you just got a free
You
performance
love
from
Brother Suraji in
𝗵𝗃.
this
I
station.
love it. It's an amazing song. Any song that preaches the message of hope, it's what
Yes.
gets to me. See,
Yeah.
what people go through daily is crazy. Before we go, the entertainment industry is agog with the news of Mohbad's death and all of the bullying that is currently on the subject matter. What's your thoughts, really, in a few words?
Mohbad, first, may his soul rest in peace. And more importantly, we should all care more. When people scream for help, emotional help, when they plead, when they express pain, listen. I know we expect everyone to be hard and to be able to resist and so on, but people's pains are different, and when they express it, please listen. Just show attention. That's probably the best I can offer at this stage.
Yes, it's about time we leave the studio. 𝗵𝗃 Music has been in the studio with us. It's been fun talking to him, and we know that every time he has a new project, he's always ready to talk to us. The song $1 Trillion Dream is out. Stream, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever. You can also stream some more of the songs. 𝗵𝗃 𝗪𝗃 Music. You get amazing songs from him. He has as much as 6 albums for you to listen to. 8 albums, so.
Oh, wow. Which one is your favorite?
All of them.
No one will say which is his favorite now. It's been fun on the radio too. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, BB. Great to see you guys. Great to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you too.
Yeah. At 5:30, 5 o'clock to 5:30, we are back with Krista and Catch Up.
Yes, so make sure you catch up with us.
DJ 𝗵𝗃, thank you very much. Let's listen to $1 Trillion Dream once again and have a fantastic rest of the day.